the quiet dead of night, beneath a ghostly pale moonlight. A whistle cuts the silence like a new strong tide and ride. Dusty boots step on board, his shadow long and lean, on the midnight train of nowhere, through lands cursed and unseen. No mercy in the midnight train, it rolls through barren lands, haunted by the whispers of men with blood-stained hands. Whiskey bottle at his feet, his heart is cold as the desert air. No mercy in the midnight train, just the weight of despair. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town now burned and lost. Betrayal's price was heavy, a line forever crossed. In a churchyard left forgotten, where the wild violets dare to grow, lies the secret of his sorrow, only the midnight winds now know. No mercy in the midnight train, it screams like a haunted past, each mile a reminder that nothing good shall last. Dust storm in his soul, a ghost town in his mind. No mercy in the midnight train, no peace will he ever find. Of the cabin light, he faces who he's become, a man shaped by vengeance under the indifferent stars above. The train rattles onward as he clutches the locket's chain, last memento of a love that drowned in the pouring rain. No the midnight train, a tale of a heart turned to stone, on tracks that lead to nowhere, forever damned to roam. With every clack and clatter, echoes of his fate unwind. No mercy in the midnight train, just the ghosts he's left behind. This song tells a story of loss and the relentless pursuit of a haunted past, driven by the rhythm of a train that offers no redemption, moving through landscapes as desolate as a man's own heart. Underneath that crimson sky, where the vultures circle high, town of shadows whispers tales, silenced rails and rusty nails. Whiskey bottle by my side, spirit lost to the night's ride. Each step creaks in ghost town halls, to the tune of the dusty boots walls. Oh, dance me through the wind and sand, break like brittle land. Turn my heart with your cold false calls. Spin me around in the dusty boots waltz. Met a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel built with lies. Her love a dagger dressed in lace, my heart left to plead its case. Echoes of a train that moaned, carried dreams we'd never owned, under stars that watched and judged, in our silent waltz we trudged. Oh, dance me through the memories playing, where shadows stretch and curse the land. Twist my soul with your haunting draws, lost in loops of the dusty boots waltz. In the mirror of the night, I face down my fears, the ghost of my wrongs, the trail of dead and tears. Her spectral smile, a beacon in the frost, guiding me where all but despair is lost. So play that mournful melody of love's bitter treachery. In the dust let my sins exhaust, haunted forever by the dusty boots waltz. Fate has spun, the die is cast, in the dance of shadows I'm free at last. In the heart of an endless, forsaken desert sand, a town lies buried, secrets clenched in its land. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the damned, and the wind whispers tales of a cursed barren strand. Hear the silence of the serpent's prayer, in a ghost town where hope gasps for air. A bold heart once betrayed now flares, under moonlit crosses a sinner's despair. Lonely spurs echo down the old gallows lane, past burning churches where only shadows remain. He loved her while through the storm, through the pain, till she vanished like smoke on an outbound train. Hear the silence of the serpent's prayer, in a ghost town where dreams turn to scares. A bold heart broken beyond repair, every whisper secret laid bare. At the old dusty crossroads, under a blood-red sky, he found the truth in the curse of an eye. Forgotten graves crack under foot. Oh, why did the love he knew had to die? Now he walks through the silence of serpent's prayer, with a gun slung low and a cold empty stare. whispering badlands. Under a blood-red sky, once stood a town with hope like a heartbeat. For the truths turned to lies. Whiskey bottles lay empty on doorsteps, each one a story untold of dreams gone dry under dust storms cover, and secrets dark and cold. Buried deep in the shadows where the lost souls weep, the winds sing of sorrow where the secrets keep. Beneath the moon's pale watch, old ghosts they roam. In the silence of the desert, I made my cursed home. I loved a girl with eyes like wildfire, heart wild as the shifting sands. She vanished like smoke from a burned out church, slipped right through my hands. In the night I hear the train's lonely whistle, mocking me with its cry as it rolls past forgotten graves under that endless starlit sky. Buried deep in the shadows where the old loves die, the wind speaking riddles beneath a vast dark sky. With each whisper and echo, my restless heart roams. In the silence of the desert, I find my ghostly home. On a night when the storm tears the silence and the past refuses to sleep, I face the curse of this barren land where the wounds cut too deep. There at last stood the truth by the cold light of the dawn. She was a mirage of the desert, a memory forever gone. Now I'm just a shadow where no light seeps, with the dust as my blanket and the earth so steep. Let my sins be buried in this silent, forsaken lone. In the heart of the desert, I accept this ghostly home. Forever buried in the shadows, under sky so wide and dawn. On a dusty stretch where shadows cross, the moon hangs low, revealing lost. Whiskey bottles clink in hollow song. Midnight on the lonely road where spirits belong. A lone coyote calls to a ghost town's lights. It's a canvas painted black, missing all its rights. Underneath a starless cloak, vengeance does implore. Silent deserts whisper tales of the damned and the yore. Each step is a memory, each breath a burning pile. Midnight on the lonely road, kindling old desires. There's a tale they whisper of a love betrayed. Her laughter haunts the canyons by the creek where they laid. A preacher man once told of redemption and sins. Now his church lies in ashes as the dust storm begins. The train whistles mourn like a widow's soft plea. In the night's chilly grasp, no soul dares to flee. Underneath a starless cloak, vengeance does implore. Silent deserts whisper tales of the damned and the yore. Footprints lead to nowhere, in the sand they conspire. Midnight on the lonely road, awakening the liar. Face to face with the past at the old hanging tree. Forgotten graves stir, whispers set us free. A gun's cold echo in the valley tonight. Truth and retribution blend under the pale moonlight. Let the stars bear witness. Let the cold wind howl. Revenge or forgiveness under fate's stern scowl. Now I walk with shadows. In silence I roam. Midnight on the lonely road. This cursed land my home. In the dust of a ghost town, the sun sinks like a stone. Old saloon shadow dances with memories it's known. Whiskey bottles lay empty, spirits whispering old tales. Beneath the gallows lies my heart where justice failed. Riding through the shadows under moon's cold glance, each star a silent witness in this cursed haunted dance. Revenge is a loyal companion, riding by my side through the endless whispering dark. In the shadows we confide. She was beauty of mirage, a flicker in the night. Promises made by the fire, vanished by first light. The preacher spoke of Eden, but we knew only hell, as the church burned to cinders by her betrayal fell. Riding through the shadows where lost souls make their beds, my revolver holds the secrets of the lives that I've shed. This cursed land bears witness to the sorrow in my stride. On a path of dust and ashes, vengeance is my bride. At the crossroads, the wind moans her name. Each grain of sand, a bearer of my blame. Train whistle screams like the cries that night she left. In the silent desert air, I confront what she bereft. Riding through the shadows with ghosts in my wake. The past is a noose, my soul's at stake. Acceptance in the barrel, revenge in the lead. forgotten graves I ride, letting my weary heart bleed. This outlaw's tale in the dust forever echoes, a lone gunslinger's sorrow riding through the shadows.
In the quiet dead of night, beneath the ghostly pale moonlight, a whistle cuts the silence like a noose drawn tight and right. Dusty boots step on board, his shadow long and lean, on the midnight train to nowhere, through lands cursed and unseen. No mercy in the midnight train, it rolls through barren lands, haunted by the whispers of men with bloodstained hands. A whiskey bottle at his feet, his heart is cold as the desert air. No mercy in the midnight train, just the weight of despair. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town now burned and lost. Betrayal's price was heavy, a line forever crossed. In a churchyard left forgotten, where the wild violets dare to grow, lies the secret of his sorrow, only the midnight winds now know. No mercy in the midnight train, it screams like the haunted past, each mile a reminder that nothing good shall last. Dust storm in his soul, a ghost town in his mind. No mercy in the midnight train, no peace will he ever find. In the flicker of the cabin light, he faces who he's become, a man shaped by vengeance under the indifferent stars above. The train rattles onward as he clutches the locket's chain, last memento of a love that drowned in the pouring rain. No mercy in the midnight train, a tale of a heart turned to stone, on tracks that lead to nowhere, forever damned to roam. With every clacking clatter, echoes of his fate unwind. No mercy in the midnight train, just the ghost he's left behind. This song tells a story of loss and the relentless pursuit of a haunted past, driven by the rhythm of a train that offers no redemption, moving through landscapes as desolate as the man's own heart. Out where the dust whirls the tales of the past, under the shadow of sins that will last. Whiskey bottles lay empty, souls hollow inside, in the town where the church fire and dark's secrets reside. Echoes of train whistles, mournful and low, call through the night to the ghosts that I know. Blood on the church fire, flames licking sky, angels and demons in the smoke flying high. Revenge sings a ballad old as the stones, buried 'neath crosses and unmarked bones. Turned to ash and away she was sent. Betrayal, a cold whisper on a hot desert night, led to a fire that set the heavens alight. Her laughter now haunts every corner of my dreams. In the silent desert, nothing's just as it seems. Blood on the church fire, embers of fate, where the heart meets the shadow at the old pearly gate. Songs of the fallen, hymns of the damned, echo through the wasteland, vast and unplanned. Face to face with my reflection in a shard, all my sins laid bare in a yard of disregard. The truth burns hotter than the fire's own wrath, walking this cursed land on a broken path. Blood on the church fire, redemption too late. I carry this story, I carry this weight. Fate's written clear in the night sky's expanse. In the ashes I found my lost last chance. So here I stand where the old church burned down, whispering secrets to the lost and the found. With blood on my hands and fire in my soul, in the heart of the desert I've paid my toll. Underneath the hollow sky, where the smoke still clings to dawn, whiskey bottles lay in dust from the nights now long since gone. Ghost town whispers call my name through the wind that moans and chokes, and the train whistles speak of pain under hollow sky and smoke. The sky bears no more stars, just shadows from my past. Every heartbeat lights a match on the memories that last. In the silent desert's cry, through the burning church's plea, hollow sky and smoke remain, and the cursed land sets no one free. Once knew love like raging fire, till betrayal cooled the flame. Her echo haunts the chapel hill, where they still curse my name. Dust storms roar across my path, hide the tracks where we once spoke. Now nothing's left but burning words under hollow sky and smoke. Echoes worn and cold, each whisper in the darkness, a story left untold. In the grave
she swore her love to me. By the forgotten graves I wander, with revenge a bitter friend. The cursed land keeps its secrets on this path that knows no end. Face the mirror of my actions in the smoke that round me swirls. Ghostly faces in the shadows, whispers of a lost world. Oh, the sky now holds my fate in a land that's burned and raw. Each step I take is haunted by the law I once so wrought. Through the silent desert's call to the place where spirits weave, underneath the hollow sky I accept no more to grieve.
Out in the shadow of a ghost town's glow, where the wind whispers secrets only dead men know. The midnight train moans a soulful dirge past forgotten graves on the sinner's verge. Whiskey bottle clutched in trembling hand, fate etched it deep in the cursed land. Buried in the midnight train, echoes of love, whispers of pain. Steel rails singing a haunted refrain. Lost souls riding dust and rain. Once had a love pure as the desert sky, till betrayal left her in a church to die. The preacher man said, son, seek no revenge, but the whiskey sang of a darker pledge. Underneath that blood moon scornful light, I vowed she'd not be alone that night. Buried in the midnight train, each whistle a cry, each clack a chain. Carrying sorrow, carrying blame, a heart full of dust, love's burning flame. By the old depot where the night winds wail, I faced the devil in that howling gale. Ghosts in the fog, church bells rang,
A silhouette danced where the lonely sang. Silent pistol, a flash in the dark. Revenge found its mark, buried in the midnight train. Beneath starlit skies I lay my claim. Tracks to nowhere, forever my domain. In the heart of the desert I remain. This song captures the essence of a haunted western saga, weaving a narrative of love, betrayal and vengeance under the eerie light of a desert's cursed night.
Under a sickle moon's haunted glow, through the whispers of sand, Jericho rolls the midnight train, steel cold and spent, past burning churches where the sins repent. The whistle moans of ghosts, sorrowful tale over whiskey-soaked tracks and a blood-red trail. The midnight train waltz in the dust storm's embrace, where the lost souls are tossed. Turn, turn under starless decree, to the tune of revenge and the cries of the free. She was a vision by the lantern's dim flare, in a ghost town saloon with night in her hair. Promised forever by the light of the moon, but her heart was a traitor, left me marooned. Found her tracks by the edge of the graves, where the damned whisper secrets to the winds of the brave. Dance, dance the midnight train waltz, with shadows of the past through time's harsh assaults. Turn, turn with a tear and a scream, in a dance of despair on this cursed desert dream. On the midnight train I face her ghost, by the haunted tracks we share a toast. Her betrayals echo in the canyons deep beyond. Under the blood moon I'm finally drawn. The revolver's cold kiss, the last waltz command. I'll reclaim my heart in this forsaken land. Dance, dance the midnight train waltz, where love's a mirage and all hope is lost. Turn, turn, let the past bullets fly, for in this final dance it's do or die. The midnight train cries out my pain, a lone whistle fading in the desert rain.
In the shadow of a burnt down church, under the eye of a silver moon, whiskey whispers through the ghost town dirt, where love and vengeance met their doom. Dusty bottles tell the tales of forbidden loves and bitter trails, each sip a story, each glass a grave, in the land where the lost souls crave. Midnight in the whiskey, on cursed lands I roam, haunted by the echoes of what like a lover's scorn. Through silent deserts where dreams turn to thorns, she left with a secret in the dead of night, her silhouette fading by the lantern's light. Caught twixt the bottle and the blaze, a heart once pure now lost in haze. Promises crumbled into dust in this town of the damned and unjust. Midnight in the whiskey, with shadows as my guide, searching for redemption on this ghostly midnight ride. The past claws at my spirit, refusing to let hold. Midnight in the whiskey, where the nights are long and cold. Then at the stroke of midnight, by the old graveyard side, I saw her face in the moonlight, where secrets can't hide. She whispered of sorrow, of the love we once sowed in her eyes, the fires of vengeance in that silent cursed abode. Midnight in the whiskey, where the lost are found, beneath the stars of sorrow on this haunted hallowed ground. The church bell rings for no man, but tonight it tolls for thee. Midnight in the whiskey sets the darkest spirits free.
In the heart of a dust-choked ghost town's embrace, where the whispers tell tales of a cursed man's fate. Moonlight casts shadows on a church burnt and bare, silent as the secrets that the dead choose to share. Old whiskey bottles lay like bones in the sand, each one a marker of a life lost to the damned. Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, spin with your demons till the morning turns night. Lost in the waltz of revenge and despair, heaven don't find those who linger there. Under a sky that bleeds red with regret, a lone train whistle moans, sings the debts yet unmet. Love's sweet memory, now a ghost on the breeze, wanders through forgotten graves neath the ring trees. I struck a deal on a heartbreak ridge's rim, traded my soul for a chance to avenge him. Dance with the devil in the cold desert air, spin with your shadows, all your burdens to bear. Lost in the waltz under silent stars glare, only the lost know the weight of despair. Face to face with the the shadow of the mesa, where the sun bled out its fire. Whiskey bottles and dust storms paint the ghost of my desire. A train whistle moans through crumbling stones in a town too dead to die, where my heart lies buried under western skies. Oh, sing that ghost town ballad of a love that's burned to ash, with every chord strummed under a moon so brash. Betrayals breeze through the chapels, charred remains dance with the devils among the windswept plains. She was a wild desert rose with thorns I did not see, her whisper like a serpent beneath the old oak tree. Her lies were a masked ball, her truth the first to fall. In the night where the coyotes call, still haunts my every dream. Oh, play me that ghost town ballad where the shadows know my name. Old ghost waltz in the dust of blame, a heart left hanging on a gallows tight and tall. Echoes of our laughter through the forsaken hall. Churchyard, I faced my fearsome foe. His gun was quick, but my revenge, it was slow. In the silence of the gunfire lay the truth I came to know. She's gone like the dust that I now sow. And the lonely church bell toll, a ballad for the broken in the desert soul. In the heart where the shadows drown, old whiskey bottles lay thrown around. Dust storms dance on forsaken streets, where my boots echo and past whispers meet. Gone with the ghost town under blood red skies, lost love's laughter, now just ghostly cries. Where dreams are dust and the whole church burns, I walk with shadows till the night returns. There's a memory fading on the chapel floor of the woman I loved, ain't here no more. She left with a stranger, train whistle blew. In the night so silent, my revolver knew. Gone with the ghost town under morning moons, echoes sounds of footsteps in abandoned saloons. With each cracking fire, my old heart yearns for a whisper of her as the candle burns. And the wind that raged beneath the cursed land where our secrets sleep. I found the truth in the shadows deep. Gone with the ghost town where vengeance lies in the silent desert under stormy skies. Now I'm just a specter in the dust of legends and love that burns. In a ghost town swallowed by the sand, the steeple bells no longer ring for the damned. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies. Black and cold, ashes of memories laced from her gown haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. Once a lover, now an outlaw's face, betrayed by a kiss in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left, echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow and secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly base. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge or love, son, what's your fight? The gun in my hand, cold as her grave. Silent decisions of the brash and the brave. So here's to the curse of ashes and lace, to the love that died but can't be erased. In this silent desert, I make my stand, a haunted outlaw in a cursed land. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, in every shadow Underneath that old ghost moon, shadows stretch from the black saloon. Dusty boots by the door, echoes from a deadly tune. Whiskey burns through forgotten fears in the silence between your sins and tears. Wind whispers tales of a cursed man's fate, lost loves and lies and the wrath they create. Midnight in the dusty boots where the desert holds its breath. Every step is a heavy truth in the dance of life and death. Gunslingers and the outlaws ride beneath the stars they roam, cursed to haunt these silent plains forever, far from home. There's a tale they tell of a burning church where a bride never left her perch. Veil like smoke in the dust storm swirl, vengeance the heart's eternal world. A train whistle moans a lonesome cry past the graves no one dares to spy. Ghost of a man with nothing to lose, paid his debts in blood and bruise. Midnight in the dusty boots under skies that bleed and weep. Echoes of the gunshots ring where the scorched earth holds its key. From the shadows of the gallows high to the edges of the town, a lone figure walks the night with a hat brimmed down. In the silence, faced the mirror's cracks, saw the darkness staring back. End of his wandering, end of the chase, a bullet's goodbye, the past to erase. Midnight in the dusty boots, redemption's bitter taste. Haunted by the roads he rode and the life that he laid waste. Now he sleeps beneath the stars that watch without a sound. Peace in the cursed lands, in the ground he finally found. Every chord strum tells the tale in the land where lost souls wail. Midnight in the dusty boots, an outlaw's final fateful trail. In the shadow of the valley where the sun forgot to shine lies a town too cursed to mention by a dusty broken sign, where the whiskey bottles whisper secrets hidden in the sand. I trace my scars, each one a story etched deep by my own hand. Gone where the lonely road, where the forsaken souls tread, under moons that mourn in silence above the lands of dead. Heartbeat echoes through the ghost town like a train's lonesome cry. Gone with a lonely road under a cursed black sky. Once loved a girl with eyes like storm clouds, heart wild as the wind. Promised her the world, but in the night betrayal thinned. She vanished with a preacher whose church burned in sin's glow. Left me with these empty dreams where only thistles grow. Gone with a lonely road where the broken hearts lie, past the chapel of redemption where even angels fear to fly. Whispers haunt the silent desert like a snake's soft sly hiss. Gone with the lonely road, swallowed in the abyss.
Crossroads of despair, gun in hand, shadows dancing. Found that preacher there, justice rang in every echo as he fell before the dawn. But revenge just tastes like dust when all you loved is gone. Gone with the lonely road where the past can't be undone. Through the cursed silent deserts beneath the scorching sun, I ride alone forever searching a ghost among the graves. Gone with a lonely road, a soul no man can save.
In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too grim to name, past the dusty devil's spine. Whiskey bottles lay as markers for the souls who lost their way. Each step echoes in the silence of the streets they used to sway. Oh, the wind cries out the stories, forgotten desperate fates of love lost and hearts betrayed under heavy western gates. Hear the train whistle morning across the barren lands, ghost town secrets buried deep in the cursed desert sand. Underneath that moonlit blanket, there's a church with scorched old pews, where I swore my undying love, and where I learned I was born to lose. There my darling met a stranger with a heart colder than his gun. Promised her a brighter morrow, left me here when all was done. Oh, the wind cries out the stories, worn like leather, cut so deep, of betrayal and cold revenge in a town too lost to weep. Hear the train whistle crying like a ghost that knows my pain, in the echoes from the ghost town under skies that promise rain. Desperation, I faced the man who stole her heart. In the quiet of the ghost town, we stood 10 paces apart. Smoke and thunder broke the silence, only one of us would leave, bound forever to the ghost town with a sleeve that's set to grieve. Now the wind still shares my story, and the whiskey dulls the ache of a gunslinger bound by sorrow and the vengeance he did take. Hear the train whistle fading like the past I can't outrun, echoes from the ghost town till my days are finally done. In the whispering desert breezes where the spirits never rest, I wander through forgotten graves. In the west I love the best.
In the whisper of the tumbleweeds, under the pale moonbeam, lies the ghost town where the midnight train sighs secrets in its steam. Whiskey bottles lay scattered, their spirits drained and spent,
like the hearts of those who cursed this land. Their vows had came and went. Beneath the midnight train, there's a whisper of the wrong, echoes of a lover's plea, where the lost souls have thronged. In the cold and haunting whistle lies a tale of bitter ends. Beneath the midnight train, where the shadow bends. Here's the church with scorched windows, the pews charred black with sin, an altar of forgotten truths where confessions never begin. She promised love by the old creek bed, but her words were dressed in lies. I returned one cursed autumn night to find nothing but demise. Beneath the midnight train, hear the sorrow of the breeze, the rustling of the sallow leaves, the shaking of the trees. With each mournful note it plays, rides the pain of what I lost. Beneath the midnight train, I count the dreadful cost. In the dust storm's wrath, I see her face dancing in the swirls, mocking the life we could have had before it unfurled. The trains cry louder, the tracks still moan, revenge stirs in the dust. Tonight beneath the iron roar, settle this I must. Beneath the midnight train, I lay her memories to rest. Each whistle a reminder of the love I once confessed. And